Jessica Castro is speaking publicly for the first time since learning that her former husband, Ryan Nino, has died at 40. The former married-at-first-sight couple's relationship ended years ago under deeply troubling circumstances, making Jessica's response notably brief and focused on Ryan's family. "I have not had contact with Ryan in years, so I have had no idea what his life entailed. However, I do send my sincerest condolences to his family during this very difficult time," Jessica, 42, told Page 6 on Friday, August 14th. "I cannot imagine what they are going through. May he rest peacefully." Ryan's death was reported earlier that Friday, though a cause of death had not been disclosed. His sister, Melissa Nino, had announced the loss several days earlier in a heartfelt Facebook post on Tuesday, August 11th. Remembering her brother, she described Ryan as someone whose humor and loyalty stood out to the people closest to him. "Ryan was so damn funny and witty. He was fiercely loyal to those he loved," Melissa wrote. "He had a huge heart, always." She also reflected on the unique bond between siblings and the shock of losing someone who had been part of her life from the very beginning. "I can't explain what it's like to lose a sibling, someone who's been there from the beginning and shares the same memories. No matter what we were going through, I loved him immensely. Life as I know it will never be the same." Friends and loved ones responded with condolences, while others remembered Ryan in similarly warm terms. One person called him so funny and witty, while another described him as having incredible potential with a great heart. Ryan's death comes more than a decade after his relationship with Jessica played out on Lifetime's Married at First Sight. The pair were matched during the show's second season and legally married as complete strangers, ultimately choosing to remain together when the experiment ended. At the time, Jessica appeared committed to making the marriage work. "I come from a family of long, successful marriages," Jessica said on the show. "The word divorce just doesn't fall into my lifestyle." But that decision did not last long. Just weeks after filming ended, Jessica and Ryan separated, and their relationship became the subject of serious allegations and a highly publicized confrontation. Jessica later filed for a restraining order against Ryan, alleging that he had threatened her and her family. She also accused him of being unfaithful. Those accusations came to a dramatic head during the Season 2 reunion in 2015. In one of the most memorable moments from the couple's turbulent history, Jessica handed Ryan a $100 bill, telling him he needed the money more than she did. Ryan took the cash before leaving the set without addressing the accusations. The situation became even more serious when Ryan was caught on a hot microphone making an apparent threat against Jessica. "She's king dead. When I get back to Brooklyn, she's king dead, this girl," Ryan said on a hot mic at the time. Following that incident, Married at First Sight producers arranged a security team for Jessica. Kinetic Company, the production company behind the series, also addressed the situation in a statement released in 2015. "The experts on our show have the best of intentions and highest hopes for success for each couple. After undergoing extensive background and psychological checks by third parties, couples agree to be legally married on our show," the company said. "We document their journey for 6 weeks after their wedding, but we can't control how they behave or govern their actions after production." More than a decade later, Jessica says she had not been in contact with Ryan for years and did not know what his life had been like in the time since their marriage ended. Her message now is centered not on their complicated past, but on the family mourning his death. For Jessica, the painful history they shared remains just that, history. While Ryan's loved ones are now facing a loss she says she cannot imagine.